Hello guys, my name is Kadiri. Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I am going to show you how to use Clipchamp Video Editor. Clipchamp Video Editor was introduced to Windows when Windows 11 was launched. It comes pre-installed with Windows 11 and it has a lot of amazing features. With Clipchamp Video Editor, you can create amazing effects. You can add beautiful footers to your video project. You can work with multiple tracks. You can even record your screen with Clipchamp Video Editor and also record audio at the same time. You can use Clipchamp to convert text to speech in several languages. So compared to the Photos app editor in Windows, Clipchamp is a big step up. In case you don't know about the video editor that comes with the Photos app, here I'm about to show you. So right here within the Photos app, up here I have this button labeled Video Editor. Now when I click on it, this is the welcome screen, or this is the home screen of the video editor. When I hit on this new project button down here, you see right here, I have the Photos app video editor. Now this is an amazing video editor, but the downside about the video editor is that you cannot work with multiple tracks in your timeline. So you can only work with one track and you cannot add a transition between two objects. And secondly, you cannot export higher than 1080p. Now that is not the downside about this editor. But with Clipchamp, you get access to all these amazing features. You even get access to stock images and videos in Clipchamp. Like I said, Clipchamp comes with Windows 11. It comes pre-installed with Windows 11, but you can also download it in Windows 10. To do that, you are going to head over to Microsoft Store. Now within Microsoft Store, when you search for Clipchamp, down here I get the Clipchamp Video Editor. Now all you need to do is to click on the get button or the install button somewhere around here, and your download is going to kick off. It is going to download Clipchamp and immediately install it for you. So right here, I have Clipchamp already installed in my PC. That is why I have the open button right here. So after downloading and installing Clipchamp in your PC, when you launch it, you are going to see something like this. So here I am in Clipchamp home screen. So right here, I can create a new project or start a new project by hitting on this create a new video button. Or I can go ahead and record, let's say, my webcam or my screen or my microphone audio. Down here, I can create a new project by using any of these templates down here. And down below, you can see all your recent projects you've worked on in the past. So right now, I am going to create a new project. Let's see how we can use Clipchamp Video Editor to edit videos. Now, one thing you also keep in mind is that Clipchamp Video Editor is not completely free. It has a free version and it also has a paid version. Up here, when I hit on this upgrade button, down here, I get all the plans I can subscribe to. Right here, I see the free subscription for beginners and I also see the essentials right here. So to get the essential, you have to pay about 5,399 Naira monthly. But for the first month, right here, it says they can give you for 3,799 Naira. But next to that, with the free version, you don't have to pay anything. But keep in mind that you will have limited access to all the features in Clipchamp Video Editor. So down here, I see all the features that I can get with the free version and the ones I can get with the premium version. You can choose to pay monthly or yearly as the spirit leads you. So that is that. So now let's create a video. Now to create a video, first of all, I am going to have to import some media. So to do that, I can hit on this import media button up here and immediately it is going to open this open dialog. So right here, I can select the location where I have the media I want to import in Clipchamp. I have some media in my desktop. So I'm going to select my desktop and here I have them. So I'm simply going to select them all. So immediately I'm done selecting, I'm going to click on open. So right now I have all my media imported in Clipchamp right here. So I can view them all right here in my library, or I can choose to select what type of media I want to view. I can say I want to view just video by clicking on this videos button right here, and I can see just the videos I imported. Or I can choose to say I want to view just audios. So right here, when I click on this audio button, it's going to show me only the audios I imported in Clipchamp. But right now I don't have any audio imported. I can also choose to view just images. So this is the image I imported in Clipchamp. So let's go back to the org to view all the medias at the same time. So after importing my media, next I want to choose an aspect ratio. When I hover my mouse over to the top right corner of my screen. Right here, I can select an aspect ratio. So right here, I have portraits which is good for Instagram stories, IG, and mobile videos. I have square, I have socials. There are a lot down here. So when you hover your mouse over any of them, it's going to give you an insight of what you can use that aspect ratio for, or what the aspect ratio is good for. So I'm just going to choose any random one for this tutorial. Let's say the default one. Let's say 16 by 9. Next, I'm going to add medias or objects to the timeline. To do that, so when I hover my mouse over to the objects I want to add to the timeline, right here I get these two buttons. So right here I can either delete the object or media, or I can add it to the timeline. So when I click on add to timeline button, you see immediately it adds the object or the media to the timeline. Or I can simply click and drag the object down to the timeline and the object will be added immediately. I can also do the same thing with the photo by clicking and dragging it to the timeline. So down here within the timeline, I can change the position of the objects in the timeline. So for instance, I can move this one to the last position or put it behind other medias in the timeline. So I can basically switch the positions of medias in the timeline by clicking and dragging on them and positioning them in the order I want them to appear in the timeline, or the order I want them to appear in my project. I can also get rid of all the spaces between the objects right here. As you can see, between this video right here and this one, there's a blank space right here. So to get rid of that blank space, when I hover over the blank space, you see I get this delete button. Now when I hit on the delete button, you see that the blank space gets deleted and both objects comes together. So I can do the same thing right here or something similar. So right here, I don't get the delete icon or the delete button. So I can simply right click and then click on the delete gap button. So immediately I do that, you see that the space right there is deleted. So I can delete this one also at the beginning. Let's close this media. If you find this video helpful, please do well to give this video a like and also support this channel by subscribing and turn on post notifications so you get notified when I post a new video. So right here, I have a photo in the beginning of the project and I want the duration of this photo to be longer. So I can click on the edge of the photo and then drag it to increase the duration of the photo. So I can increase and decrease the duration of the photo. So I get complete control over the objects on the timeline. So right here within the preview section, as you can see, this photo right here does not cover the entire screen. You see, I can still see these black bars on the sides and I don't want that. So I can click on the photo on the preview section and these notes will appear right here. So with this, I can adjust the size of the photo, or I can use these buttons right here. I have the fit button, I have the crop button, I have the picture in picture button. I can rotate, I can flip both horizontally and vertically. So right now I want the photo or the picture to fit or to cover the entire screen. I want it to cover the entire screen. So I'm simply going to click and drag the objects on the sides and drag here too. So that is it. So down here within the preview section, I can hit on this play button to preview the video. I also have the previous button and then we have the next button down here. So that is that for the preview section. Now another cool feature about Clipchamp is that you can convert text to speech. Now to do that, when you click on this record and create button, so right here you have different options. You can record your screen and camera, you can record your camera, you can record just your screen. And down here in the bottom, you get this text to speech button. And down here I have the text to speech button. Next, you can add stock videos and stock images to your video project. So down here, you have a lot of them you can add. You have a huge library of free stock videos, stock images you can add to your video project. So all you need to do is to click on any one of them. So when you hover your mouse over any one of them and click on this add to timeline button, you see immediately the video will be added to the timeline. Now when I preview this, so that is it. Same thing applies to the stock images down here. You have a huge library of both free and premium stock images that you can use in your video project. Next, I can add text to my video project. When I click on the text button down here, right here I can choose whatever text style I want to use for my project. So let's say I choose, let's say, one of these, and I click on the add to timeline button. You see that the text is added to the timeline. Now with the text selected, I can go over to the right hand side of my screen and I can edit the text from here. So I can click on this text button and then I can go ahead and change the content of the text. Let's say I'll type in "do well to follow this channel." So I can break this from, let's say, here. And next I can choose a font for the text. So I have a huge library of fonts I can choose right here. So let's say this one, for example. And then I can change the color of the font. I can choose a color glow. So let's choose a random color right here. Next, I can choose a color background if I want to. And I can also choose a stroke color, that is the outline color. So that is it. That's basically how to add text. Next, I can add transition between the objects in the timeline. So to add transition, I will hover my mouse to the point where the two objects meet in the timeline, and then I'll get this add transition button. Now when I click on that, a transition will be added immediately. Now when I preview this, you see a beautiful transition between the objects. I can also change the type of transition I want. Now when I select the transition and then head over to the right hand side of the screen and then click on transition, down here I get different transition I can choose from. Some of them are free while some are premium. So you have to upgrade to the premium version to be able to use some of the transitions right here. So let's choose one of the free ones, and then when you select the transition, you can increase the duration of the transition. That is how long you want the transitioning to take. So let's say I increase this to 0.9 and then OK. Now when I preview this, you see that it is a different transition. So I can add transition between all the objects in the timeline. So that is it. That is how to add transition. So when you are done with your project and you want to export it, you can click on this export button down here. And down here you get different qualities you can export your video in. So you have 480p, you have 720, and you have 1080p, which is the HD. So this is all you get. So you can go ahead and choose any of them right here. So let's say for now 1080p. And immediately I see my video is being exported. So right here, I can view the progress. So that is it, guys. That is how to use Clipchamp Video Editor. If you find this video helpful, please do well to give this video a like and also support this channel by subscribing and turn on post notifications so you get notified when I post a new video. Thank you, and I'll see you on the next one.